You want a child and you have a child and you want that child to be perfect. For better or for worse, people either blame you or trying to find some reason to make sense out of why she was born this way. And because the mom tends to carry the baby, then it's kind of like, and my own feelings around that, you just end up feeling really guilty and really overwhelmed.
Hi, I'm Marcella Genut, and I'm the founder of MG College Consulting. And here I have my mom, Marina Peck. She also helps me with my business and just with life in general and everything.
So Marcella was actually born with muscular dystrophy, and I didn't find out until probably about the age of 1 that she had a disability. I kind of knew that something was off, but we got the diagnosis about right before she turned 1. And then of course it was a roller coaster, like it is for a lot of people, where they find out a diagnosis, had no idea, never encountered anything of the sort, and then it's just one appointment after another doctor appointment after another doctor appointment, and your life quickly turns into waiting in the waiting room for whatever appointment, rather than just like socializing and playing with other moms and other kids. And Marcella's diagnosis led her to be in a wheelchair pretty much from the beginning. She never walked. So this is all you know, right?
Mm-hmm. I was the firstborn too, so you didn't really know, even how to be a parent, really.
Well, yeah, I mean, everything was really just figuring it out and using common sense and just trying to take in information that was out there at the time. Marcella's 27 now. So 27 years ago, they're just, it wasn't really the world that it is now. So with the internet and, the being able to just look anything up, everything was back then. You had to either talk to people or talk to your doctors who weren't really very helpful, because Marcella's diagnosis is congenital muscular dystrophy, so that just means that she was born with it, and it really means nothing else. They don't really have any more specific information on that.
Since the beginning, I learned how to manage my own health and my own care, which a lot of people with disabilities, don't have to do. They don't get taught. And so that force of me having to be independent in these situations, because my mom was a single parent, forced me to be independent, but also something that I wanted to do and I wanted to uphold, and I wanted to keep that because I just saw how powerful it was just to be in control of your life. Mm-hmm. When you have a disability, you feel like nothing is in your control.
Yeah, no control.
No control over everything. Your health, people, what they say, what they do, how your house is built, the world around you is built and structured, but what you can't control is your independence and the things you can do and your mindset. So
right around 2.5, 3, that Marcella, I just really was questioning whether or not she was even going to live past 3, because this is hard. It was a hard journey, because you just want to be able to have just a normal kid and go to school and have friends and do all the normal things. You just don't really realize that that's going to be the journey that you're going to have to go on. I wasn't sure. The prognosis wasn't great. She wasn't doing really well, and I didn't know what to do. So I was searching for whatever I could find. It was during that one day in yoga and during meditation that I was crying out to God and just saying, whatever it takes, like, take my life, take whatever you need, but just please make her whole, and please, so she could walk and so she could be perfect like everybody else. And I'll never forget it, that I just felt like somebody came over with a baseball bat, literally with a baseball bat, and just whacked me against my head and said, what is wrong with you that you can't see how perfect she already is? And I think that was the day that was kind of like a shift in my mindset, from seeing the disability and to seeing the perfection that she is.
So in college as well, I learned to drive while taking classes, which was super stressful. Anytime I had breaks, instead of people going off on spring break or winter break and traveling, I would have all my doctor's appointments in Atlanta, and so I would get them all done those weeks. So, I mean, it was still at times like comparing myself to others, hard to see everyone having a fun time at college, and I just had to focus on other things that were my personal goals and what I wanted to strive for. So I really created a network of support in the community and really met with people and reached out and did the best I could to land me a job eventually. And I think a lot of people with disabilities think, oh, I just have to get a degree or do this one thing that, you know, I'm receiving supports for, and I'll just get a job handed to me. But the reality is, being a minority and having a physical disability where people, as soon the minute they see you, already boom, have assumptions and stereotypes about you, and you have to prove yourself twice as hard and work twice as hard and overcome so many more challenges to even get to your internship or make those hours work. I had to figure out my caregivers shifts with my internships and jobs, like all these different moving pieces constantly. My first week, my mom was still there to make sure I got acclimated and adjusted okay. And for the first time ever, I went grocery shopping by myself with my caregiver, and it went so well. And it was such an empowering, amazing moment. I remember just a lot of people take for granted,
Right.
and so I came back and I was like, Mom, I did all this and it was great. And I was like, I'm gonna be okay. I was like, you can go now.
That's right. I do remember you were like, yep, you can go now.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I was waiting for that moment.
Yeah. And I think too, growing up with all the doctors and therapies and everything I had, the whole world tells you constantly what's wrong with you, what you can't do.
Right.
I had to ride in the special ed bus. I couldn't be with my peers. Even just going to the store or at schools or sports or things that kids usually do, mine were replaced with therapies or caseworkers that told me and outlined, here's all the things you can't do. And that also at times got me really down and would really make me upset. My mom was like, this is just what you have to say to receive the supports you have, but know in your heart and your true self that you have other strengths. So I hope you reach out to me, contact me at mgcollegeconsulting.com. I love to do speaking engagements as well, so if you need any kind of pep talk, I'm happy to and share my story. I just really want to help more kids with disability be independent and self-advocate and teach them skills to really make their life meaningful and have a purpose.